Hello Aquarius, what is up? Welcome to FlavoredVivid. For those of you guys new here, my name is Carissa. We're in a new house, so my dogs are still adjusting, so they're heavily on guard and barking at everything. We're in the middle of the forest, but we're also in a cul-de-sac here, so there's currently kids playing, which I freaking love. I love that for my kids. Anyways, sorry, just more so over explaining the reason that my dog is barking. Hey Soul, come here baby. Come here. Come here, my beautiful guard dog, my protector. Yes, okay, so I feel like you guys are being heavily protected right now. Alright, there might be energies that you're uncomfortable with. But you guys are being heavily protected. Hi, thank you, beautifuls. No barking at the kids, okay? Anyways, you guys got the throne card. You guys can be gentle yet valiant. You can be just yet unmoving. You can be fierce while still show loyalty. You can be any combination. And I feel like there's people out there that are fearing your potential right now. Now, I hate to be cliche, but this card says what it says, so we're going to take it here. You got the throne card. Your potential is endless. It's endless. And people are afraid of your potential right now. There's this energetic hole within your aura. Okay, you need to shield your aura. You need to repair that hole. I feel like for some of you guys, it's you could do that through Reiki. You could do that through visualization. You can do that through listen to high vibrational music, cutting off certain people as well. But there is an energetic hole, and it's like your energy is leaking. Okay, it's leaky is what I'm hearing. So there is something that you're needing to pay attention to. It's like, where's your energy leaking into? Because you're going to need to harness all of it here. So cultivate a little more self-awareness so that you can create accountably, because you are going through an ascension right now. You are transcending obstacles. You're being prepared for some sort of new phase in your life, and there's going to be a lot of learning and expansion in this phase. You will overcome obstacles, okay, that are in your way. It says get back on your feet, gain strength from difficult situations. And I feel like for some of you guys, you went through a difficult situation, and that could be where it's like this energetic hole is leaking into, okay? In regards to finances and career, I definitely see steady progress. Some of you guys could be moving for work, okay? Or there's something where it's like you're making long-term plans, but there's steady progress here. The money can be coming in slowly, but it's coming in. I see a lot of you guys spending some time with yourself as well. Getting back into things that inspire you or you feel creative about. And this might be sudden. Somebody here might have like ADHD, where it's like you get some sort of like hyperfixation on something that you should do. Same. That happens to me quite a lot. I get hyper fixated on things and then I move on rather quickly as well. And so if you can imagine, I have a lot of hobbies and I'm good at a lot of different things because I hyper fixate on it and then I move on from it. So it could be something like a creative project and you're like hyper fixated on it, and then you're like, okay, I'm bored, what's next, and that's part of spending time with yourself, kind of really learning yourself here. But again, you've got people that are afraid of your potential in some sort of way. So just keep that in mind, because your potential is limitless here. And what they're afraid of is you surpassing them. So show me Aquarius's energy. Show me Aquarius's energy, please. Show me, thank you. Forgive. Okay, interesting. You gotta forgive other people for their shortcomings. You gotta forgive other people for the things that you'll never receive apologies for. Now, I don't mean like forgive in a way of, let them back into your life and look at you, that's low vibrational. No, fuck them and fuck what they did. Okay, genuinely. Fuck them and fuck what they did. But forgiveness in a way where it's like it doesn't stunt you or stunt your growth. It's not holding you back, because essentially at the end of the day, it's about you. So forgiveness in a way of like, I release myself from carrying the weight of this burden, because it's not your burden to carry. What other people did to you, in the past or currently or recently, whatever it is, it's not your burden to carry. That's them, that's their character, and fuck them. Okay? You're not a bad person, you don't have bad discernment, there's nothing wrong with you. You're perfect as you are. And there's people that will accept you as you are, that will love you as you are, okay, that will see you as valuable, and they won't fuck up with you. So there's a need to forgive, whether it's forgiving yourself even for playing small. Maybe you play small. Maybe you haven't, taken those risks or those opportunities in life that you wanted to take. Like let's say your dream was to leave your hometown, but you never did because you played small and your family didn't want you to leave, you know, and that's where your family is. And so it's like you stay there because that's what your family wanted, or that was a comfort zone. So it's like forgive yourself for those things, release yourself of that burden. You deserve to leave your hometown, you deserve to do these things. I travel and I move all the freaking time. All the time, okay? Basically, I stick to a place for about 1 to 3 years and then I'm out. And then I move. And that's just me. That's just because that's what I feel called to. And I learn in every different environment that I'm in. Hello, baby. Can say hi? Can say hi? Oh, now my lover girl. She's shy though. Not really. She's the most friendly little nugget ever. Look at that chocolate nose. It's so beautiful. Mommy's girl. Anyways, maybe some of you guys, again, might need a pet. Oh, dogs can be significant. Maybe you're gonna rescue a dog. Both of my dogs are rescues. We love our girls. We volunteer at the local animal shelter quite often, and that's how we got these girls. But anyways, let's move forward here. Okay, so we could be having energy leaks from not forgiving ourselves or other people, whatever that is showing up as. All right, messages, please. Thank you. Not worth it. This doesn't deserve your energy. Call your power back. Yeah, false person's mask will fall off on their own. You don't have to prove anything. You don't have to be like loud and out there. It's just like this person. Listen, you have to understand that with the astrology of the next 7 years, a lot of people are going to be laying in the beds that they made. You're not going to have to do shit. You don't have to lift a finger. I know there's a part of you that wants to, like, you want to be just, you know, but again, you can be gentle and you can still be valiant. Like, you can handle things with grace, you know, and still be a force to fucking reckon with, okay? And that's what Spirit really wants from you here. So call your power back from things that, again, are leaky sources. They're leaking out your energetic, out of your energetic field. They're leaking your source, your energy, okay? You want to be able to manifest with that, so you want a full cup here. So having a leaky source is never good when it comes to manifestation. Messages, please, for Aquarius. Ooh, we got ornaments. All right, I'm hearing savings. There's something here about saving money, okay? Beauty. Some of you guys might spend your savings on something to like beautify yourself. So this could be like plastic surgery in a way. This could be, you know, Botox, new makeup, new clothing. Okay, joining a gym. We spend money to join gyms, right? Anything of that sort here. But I definitely see some sort of mature investments and celebration. Some of you guys might be saving money for like retirement as well. This could be like going over, you know, your 401k or whatever you've got going on for yourself in that regard. Messages for Aquarius's love life. Messages for Aquarius's love life. Karmic relationship. Okay. Messages for Aquarius's love life. Self-limiting beliefs. Okay. We'll talk about that in just a moment here. Right away, Spirit's saying that we repeat what we don't repair. Sometimes we unconsciously align ourselves with things over and over again. And we wonder, why is this happening to me? Am I a bad person? And it has nothing to do with that, but it does have everything to do with like resentments, letting go of things when you see that they're not aligned to you, and loving yourself. It comes to genuinely loving yourself. Like, I can see that that's not for me, so I let it go. You know, that was a huge realization for me personally. You know, I had broken up like out of a 3-year relationship, and I was single for quite a while, and then I got into a relationship, and I noticed very quickly, it only took, well, together 3 months technically, but it was like long distance. It only took me 3 weeks though in person to realize like this is not aligned to me. Like, this is definitely not what I wanted. And by saying no to what I don't want and what's not aligned, it brought in what I did want, okay? And that was more so unexpected. Like, I really wasn't expecting that. And so I feel like there's a tendency to kind of find yourself in afraid to be your authentic self in connections or relationships due to abandonment issues, or codependency in some type of way. I'm not saying that you are codependent. It could be other people being codependent on you. I know that you're typically like a sign that likes to do things on your own here, but it has to do with some sort of self-limiting beliefs, okay? Some sort of negative blocks that are creating a roadblock in your life, all right? I feel like, again, there's a lot of people that are projecting onto you, like, okay, interesting. Ooh, hold on. Let me pull some cards real quick on this energy. I'm going to jump straight into love, yes, but we're going to talk about all of it because there's something here that I'm picking up on. Messages, please. Six of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, okay. Queen of Cups coming out sideways, all right? Let's see. Eight of Cups in the upright. We love to see it. Okay, so I've got an interesting storyline for you here that's I already know it's in alignment, so it's all good. Okay, perfect. And Ten of Wands reverse. Okay, great. Here's the deal. There's somebody who you may have been very karmic with, okay? You and this person were karmic towards each other. It doesn't matter. It's in the past, right? Fuck it. Genuinely, it's in the past, okay? And I feel like you gave a lot to that relationship here. You might have, you know, I don't know why I'm hearing reality bender, okay? But you might have bent reality a little bit to kind of fit a narrative that you wanted it to fit, and that's okay. You know, been there, done that before, right? People please is another way of saying that, like of bending our reality here. But you finally walked away from that behavior, that pattern, and you have more strength. You have this, you know, valiant energy here to you, okay? But there's this like overthinking it and not trusting your intuition on certain things because of your past. And I feel like what you're actually picking up on is not the fact that you can't trust yourself, it's that there's a lot of people that have projected their pain onto you, and they're projecting their self-imposed limitations. They're projecting, you know, their own shortcomings onto you. So it makes it harder for you to move forward here and kind of let go. But I do see you moving forward and letting go. Okay, recognizing that you deserve great things here. You're releasing everybody else's burdens, everybody else's limitations, everybody else's shortcomings. Okay, Five of Pentacles in the reverse, and you're coming up out of the cold here. So it does look really good. I definitely feel like you learned a lot from that relationship, but this was a thing of the past, okay? But however, there is some sort of like nostalgia or focus on this week, or it might be brought up this week here. You might dream of it or something like that, or just be thinking about it a lot, okay? But you have fully walked away from it, where it's like you could see like, oh man, I acted this way, you know, because of X, Y, and Z, and I'm just never going to do this again, okay? You have, again, a certain type of resilience about you. When it says forgive here, again, you need to forgive yourself or forgive others. When I say forgive others, like fuck them if they did something to you, that's just unforgivable. I'm not saying to like, you know, forgive your abuser or something like that. But definitely release yourself from carrying the burden. That's important. And then with not worth it, this doesn't deserve your energy, call your power back. It's calling your power back to you, so you don't have that leaky energetic source again. In regards to your career and finances here, I see you applying new strategies, okay? There might be a little bit of like overthinking or doubting your intuition, but I do see you making the right choice here. Some of you guys are going to change jobs entirely, especially with the Eight of Cups here and the Seven of Cups. This is like you walking away from something, having an idea, going towards that, and it's really going to relieve you of a lot of burden that you've been carrying. Like, yes, you made good money at this job. Okay, I can definitely see that. But you've also like saved up enough money to be able to move to a different area or arena or open up your own business. You know, there's something here that you were working towards, and you've built yourself up towards with the Strength card. And I see you finally having the courage to walk away from that job and into this new energy or into this new strategy here, especially when there is a place of like indecision. Relationships, we've already talked about relationships. Be careful about people projecting their pain onto you though. Clarify the projecting pain. The Devil card in the reverse. Yeah, it's like these are unresolved shadow attributes that you can definitely see in a situation. Also, you could be having like a ringing of your ear. I just got a really intense ringing in my right ear. I had to check it here. Okay. Judgment card. It's like, okay, interesting. I'm getting this energy of like you can hear conversations that people are having about you, so you can be clairaudient. That's something that I'm really good at. I can hear, I can see, I'll fucking dream it, everything. Like, it's crazy. I have a good friend. She's still a good friend, okay, to this day. But years ago, probably like 8 years ago at this point in time, I remember texting her and being like, "Are you in your garage right now?" And she's like, "Yeah, how'd you know?" And I was like, because I can hear what you and so are saying about me. And then I blocked her. She ended up handwriting me a letter and we got over it and moved past it here. But it's like, don't doubt that stuff. That's a true fucking gift, okay? So, yeah, I am seeing though that it's like somebody has some sort of negative judgments or opinions towards you and you might be picking up on it. Understand that is a projection though, okay? I'm sure that they weren't perfect in the relationship either. So, yeah, be mindful about that, okay, this week, especially this week here. Be careful about, you could have an older figure that you really respect as well. When I'm talking about older, I'm talking about like, a grandfather or, this is somebody who's at least in their like 50s, 60s perhaps. Okay, these people can be projecting like their pain onto you or their own shortcomings. Be mindful of that. Okay, it could be a family member that's doing this and it's like it's putting you in your head. A father figure perhaps, a grandfather, something like that. It's putting you in your head here. A Knight of Swords in the reverse, because they have a lot of like negative things to say, but in all reality, I don't think that their way is going to be your way. Like, you're meant to live differently, so be careful of that energy, okay? Alright, babies, that's what I've got for you guys. You're closing out a major cycle, you're stepping into something new. Call your power back here, and remember that a lot of people are projecting on you because they don't want you to surpass them at all. And you are literally limitless here. You are. You can do anything. Again, not to be cliche, but you can. So I believe in you. Love you guys. Bye.